Welcome to 3-Act Structure Explained, where we prove that every movie is secretly the same movie. This time, we're looking at Venom. Ready? Go. Eddie Brock is an investigative journalist who's made a name for himself fighting for the little guy. But even so, he's fundamentally selfish and never really considers how his actions affect other people. He lands an interview with Carlton Drake, a sketchy tech billionaire, whom his fiancée Annie also works for. He snoops on her computer to find proof of Drake's shady dealings and tries to blow the whistle on him. So Annie gets fired, he gets fired, and Annie dumps him.
You are pathologically self-absorbed. Your ego requires constant attention, and you're stubborn as hell. But I was willing to roll with it, Eddie, because I loved you.
Eddie is right that Drake is doing something shady, though. His space program brought down some kind of alien symbiote that can invade people's bodies. In the inciting incident, Eddie finds out about it and breaks into Drake's lab, where the symbiote jumps into him. By sheer dumb luck, he's the ideal host for this thing, so it doesn't kill him like everyone else. Eddie spends the first half of Act 2 freaking out and trying to understand what's happening to his body. He reaches out to Annie for help too, but as far as she can tell, he's just obsessing more over the mistake that destroyed their lives. Drake sends his goons to capture Eddie, and he fights them off with his newly discovered powers in the midpoint action scene, at which point the symbiote introduces himself to Eddie as Venom. So now, Eddie, who could never make real connections with other people, is literally connected to another being. They get to know each other and start working in sync instead of fighting with each other.
What the hell are you?
I am Venom.
They also run into Annie, and Eddie finally apologizes for everything he did to her.
I am truly sorry for whatever and everything I have ever done to you. I am truly, truly sorry. And that I love you.
In the B-plot, a second symbiote that Drake didn't know about hops from person to person across the world, until finally it finds Drake and bonds with him. Drake's whole deal is that he wants to push scientific boundaries to save the human race from itself, which is, I guess, a noble goal, but it's obvious that he's just in it for ego, which isn't all that different from what Eddie was doing, chasing down news stories without caring who he hurt along the way.
All you do is take. You took my symbiote. You take pot shots at a great man trying to get something done. Didn't you take from the person you love the most, who trusted you the most? That's insane.
Annie takes Eddie and Venom to her new boyfriend, who's a doctor. In the all is lost moment, they mistakenly think that Venom is causing Eddie's body to break down. Venom says they're wrong, but Eddie doesn't trust him, and they use the MRI machine to separate them.
You're killing him.
They do not know what they are talking about.
Which leaves Eddie totally defenseless when Drake comes in to capture him a minute later. But Eddie escapes with the help of Annie bonding with Venom to rescue him, and they kiss and make up. Annie forgives Eddie because Eddie is finally willing to open himself up to other people, and not people. Riot, Drake's symbiote, wants to launch a rocket to bring more symbiotes and take over Earth. So Eddie and Venom have to stop him in the climax. They fight and win by, in short, being more in sync with each other than Drake and Riot are. Venom seems to sacrifice himself to protect Eddie from the final explosion, but in the resolution, we see that he survived. He's still with Eddie, and they now operate as a cohesive unit. There's even a chance that Eddie might get back together with Annie, in what I guess would be a throuple of some kind.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
So, what did the characters learn from this, and what can we learn? Here are the major themes of the story. Justice. The pursuit of fixing injustice in the world isn't worth hurting the people close to you. Power. Everyone has ideas on how to fix the world, but you'd have to be an egomaniac to think that it's up to you alone to do it. And relationships. For a relationship to work, you can't just chase what makes you happy. You have to compromise and accommodate the needs of the other person in your life.
Parasite,
Yeah, it's a term of endearment, that's all.
apologize.
No.
Apologize.
All right, fine. I'm sorry. So.
Click the card on the left to see how another movie follows 3-act structure. Click the card on the right for a full explanation of what 3-act structure is and how it works. Subscribe if you like these videos and want to see more. And leave a comment if there's a movie you want to see the channel talk about next.